Hello, October. October 2020 is here, and I have some special things to show you that's happening in the garden for October. It is definitely fall, and changes are abounding. So come and join me in the garden. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be here with you today. I hope all is well with you. And it is a beautiful day here in the month of October. It's the first day of October, and so we want to just enjoy it because fall is here. When I came out of my house onto my deck this morning and I looked into the garden, it was nothing but leaves on the ground. Fall is truly here. When the leaves fall, we know that it is fall. Yes. And it is a little cooler now in the mornings, but it's still very pleasant here in the garden. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be here with you this morning for the first day of October. And we have had some rain yesterday on the last day of September, so it has really helped everything. But along with it, we got a lot of wind. So it has changed the appearance of the garden, and you're going to see fall in full effect here in my garden. Look at that, all of those leaves on the ground, and the leaves are coming primarily from the maple tree here. It's just looking very glorious with its yellow leaves. However, with the wind that came through on yesterday, it just caused many of the leaves to fall. And so we'll have fall cleanup already here in Catherine's Garden. I did have some tree work done so that it opened up the space a lot more. And we're going to be getting a lot more light in the garden because of that. So also, the other thing that I saw when I came out in the garden and started looking around at different things, I noticed that my angel trumpet tree had flowered, and that it has blooms on it, some beautiful pink blooms. And I was anticipating it and waiting for it and wondering when they would open up. And today is the day. It's so beautiful, and so many of them opened. So it made it a wonderful, wonderful surprise and filled me with so much joy. And then also I have here for you my angel trumpet tree has opened. The blossom has opened up here. Isn't that fantastic? Finally, I have some blooms on my angel trumpet tree. I'm so excited about that. We'll take a closer look. But overall, the garden is looking calm and beautiful on this beautiful October morning. The sun is shining in the garden. got it from Roberta's garden here. A couple of years back, I had purchased it from Roberta's garden, and it came in a little container like this. And I think it was two of them. Yeah, two of them, two different plants. And it was really nice. I enjoyed having it and seeing it grow, but it didn't flower that first year. And I guess it's because I did not transfer it into a larger pot. I kind of left it in the small pot, so I wasn't able to develop some really strong roots. But as the years went by, I kept it and saved it in the pot and put it out the next year in a larger pot. And it started flowering year after year. Well, it got so large that it really formed a tree, and I want to show you some of the pictures of it. Beautiful. One of the trees grew really well, and it flowered quickly. But the second one, I think this more of this orangey colored one, this one, it took so long to develop. So I got kind of discouraged about this. But last year, the pink one did not return, and this one did. So I actually transplanted it and put it in the ground, and I think because the roots had more room to spread, that it was able to flower much more earlier and quicker. It was just beautiful. So I'm going to show you some of those past pictures of my angel trumpet tree. My angel trumpet tree continues to flower, and it is just doing a really fantastic job of it. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the different blooms. And we can see the changing. This one was the first one. This is the second one. And the third. And they're all holding their own. And I have quite a few more blooms left. 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the top. Actually, a little bit more than that. I think I see some new ones. I even see a couple here. This is a wonderful way to begin the autumn season and also to end summer. Well, last year, I don't know what happened, but I just decided not to save it because it was really getting too big for me to store it in the house or in a cool place in the basement. So I decided that what I would do is cut off the branches and save them, putting them in water and allowing them to overwinter like that. And it worked because I had a lot of roots at the bottom, and I just put the sticks or the cuttings in the pot there, and now they've grown back, they've grown in. And I think that's the way I'm going to handle my angel trumpet tree uh, plants by creating cuttings, and then in the spring putting them in their own pots and making sure that I water them well, give them plenty of fertilizer so that they can grow in and flower, even if they're going to be flowering late like this one has. That will be fine. But I think though, if I put it in a good spot and put a lot of fertilizer, continue to give it water fertilization throughout the months, that it may even develop its flowers quicker. I'm hoping so anyway. But let me just show you that, and let's experience the angel trumpet tree. Well, as you can see, we are really winding down here in the garden, and already there is a lot of leaf cleanup that needs to happen. And it's still very beautiful. I do love the garden, and I do love the 4 seasons, and it's the cycles of life, so you just have to adjust to it and make it happen for yourself. Now, I really like how my tuberous begonias have shown up here, and I also like this daisy. I've got a brand new daisy here. Gerber daisy. Also, as I walk around here, I wanted to show you, yes, we celebrate the angel trumpet tree. This is my angel trumpet tree, and it actually are 3 different cuttings that I had placed in this container from the original mother tree that I gotten from Roberta's garden, and it has grown up here. It grows really quickly. You cut. So what I'm going to do is cut the stems here. You see that stem there? And then put it in water, and then I'll have it again for next year, because it grows roots really quickly, and it lasts over the winter. I just put it on a windowsill and it just starts to grow, and then I plant it out in a container for the summer months. And it takes a while, yes. I think if I had continued to feed it, then it would grow faster. It would flower quicker probably. But even still, I just love it. And I'm so glad that it's shown up now. It's really a great way to end the year with this beautiful angel trumpet tree flower. In the past, I've saved it in its pot and overwintered it so that it grew into a really tree form shape. I'm going to see if I can pull up some of that so that you can see it. Yeah, what it looked like in the past. And really beautiful. I don't know, I just didn't feel like saving the plant and doing all of the extra work last year, but I did save the cuttings, and I'm glad I did, because I really do love this plant. I love how it looks. I love its flowers, and there are quite a few more to come here on this one. Now, these other stems have not produced any buds as of yet, but this one has, and it's good to see. So you can see the different way that it forms. So it starts off like this, and then it gradually turns like this. It opens up gradually, and then like this. Yeah, and then it's really pretty. I love the pink color. I'll give you a close up. And then it fades, but it's continual bloomer. When it starts blooming, it will continually bloom. The only problem is that when the temperatures start to drop below 45, that it could kill it off. It's not a winter hardy here in my region, and so that could be a problem. But I think because it's tucked in here beside the arborvitae tree, and that it gets the morning sunlight, it gets a lot of light here in this corner, that it may last me for a while, at least for the month of October. I'm hoping. It's pretty, and it's blooms. How exciting. And it's here in this mill bed with my calendriums. And also it's cute to see how the nasturtiums have just come up and taking up this whole area here. And I like that cascading down. So that's something that I will do again for next year. Is to have the nasturtiums here on this bed. But then also the dead nettle I had planted is there as well, and it is flowering. It has been a really great plant. I have it in another section. I took off a piece, divided it from that section, and planted it here, and now it is spreading in this bed, this area. So this is going to be really nice. I wanted to just continue all the way down, the dead nettle, to continue all the way down over here. And then here in this bed I also have the bishop weed, that's the white. And I also have some bleeding hearts and other things. So it's going to make this bed look really, really pretty in the springtime when the spring comes along. Another name for the angel trumpet tree is Brogmanzia hybrids, and it is and can be a patio tree in my region here. It cannot withstand the winter and the cold, so we have to bring it in or save cuttings so that we can have it again. But in the warmer climates, so that you live in the south, then you'll be able to have it over winter and probably be able to keep it as a tree. Got it from Roberta's garden, and it's a large bloom angel trumpet patio tree. The other name for it is called Brogmanzia hybrids. Brogmanzia. And I actually got one of these and this one, the pinkish colored one. And they've grown in the garden. They've done pretty well. And I actually took cuttings, and now the cuttings have actually opened up and flowered. And here's some quick reference and planting guide information. It likes full, partial, or dapple sun and light exposure. And its hardiness zone is 9 through 11. So I'm in zone 6. So I have to grow it as an annual or bring it in and bring it back out at the beginning of the season. So it's an annual for me. And it can grow really tall, and it blooms late spring and autumn through autumn. And it says, how do I winterize the plants? These plants can be pruned at any time from October to March. If you are short on space for a containerized plant during the winter, you may cut them back to about 2 feet tall every year. Otherwise, more gradual pruning is a good thing to do each spring. All pruning will encourage new leaf buds that grow new branches for more flowers. And that is exactly what has happened for me, is that I've been able to keep them in the container and then cut them back and bring them in, overwinterize them, and then bring them back out in the spring. But this time I didn't do it. It says, what if my plant is very root bound? And I think that's what had happened to the plant, that these plants can grow so root bound in a pot that they practically break through the pot. As long as that does not happen, they will grow very well when root bound. Bear in mind that they will need a lot more water than if not root bound, and that is true. I've had to really keep them well watered. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Have you ever grown angel trumpet tree in your garden? And if so, did you enjoy it? How well did it do for you? And how is this new season, fall, treating you? Are you enjoying the colors of the changing of the leaves in your area? And what are your plans for October, this brand new month? Are you getting ready to celebrate and harvest, apple picking, and all of that good stuff? Well, if you are, just leave a comment in the bottom and let me know what your plans are for October and how are you going to enjoy this new season of October in your garden. Well, thank you so much for coming and giving me some time here on Catherine's Garden. I hope that you will experience a lot of peace, a lot of joy as you gather things together, as you harvest, and as you prepare for the time to come, the winter times to come, that everything will work well for you and that you will enjoy this season of autumn in your garden. Well, see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.